So we've already added integers using the chip model, but it's good to have more than one way to visualize how to add integers. Some people like the chip method, some people like the number line method, and in different situations you may be required to think of it in a different method. So with number lines, I frequently think of distance problems where you're traveling some distance, and a good way to think of that is on a continuous number line, as opposed to the chips where you probably wouldn't think of a chip as a mile. You might think of a chip as counting the number of candies or brownies. So let's see how we'll do this. So again, we're going to use the combining idea. So we have 5 plus 3. We're going to think of starting at 0, and we're going to add on the two quantities, positive 5 and positive 3. Start with a positive 5. That takes us to, 5. Sorry, went over a little bit there. And now from 5, we're going to add on 3. So this is positive 5, positive 3, and our result is positive 8. Now let's look at the next one. We're going to start at 0, and we're going to add on a negative 5. So a negative 5 takes us here. And from this point, we're going to add on another negative 3. So we're going to move 3 more in the negative direction, and we end up here. This is negative 5, negative 3, and that takes us to negative 8. So notice, just like we saw with the chips, these two quantities are moving in the same direction, both positive or both negative, so they're accumulating a total distance of their absolute values. Now the next one, we have a positive and a negative. So we're going to start at 0, we're going to go to positive 5, and now we're going to go negative 3 from positive 5. So 1, 2, 3 in the negative direction brings us right here. So positive 5 plus negative 3 gives us 2. And lastly, we're going to start at 0, go to negative 5, 5 in the negative direction. From there, we're going to add on a positive 3, so 1, 2, 3, and that takes us to negative 2. So negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. And notice these results correspond with what we found with the chips.